my name is Tracy. Welcome to the Love from Lizzie channel. In today's video, we're going to make 3 mixed media cards, and it's not mixed media like you'd expect. So let's go ahead and just dive right into the video and see how it's done. Alright, so we're going to start out with some stamping, and I've already stamped out one of the typewriters from the Love Note stamp set, and I've stamped that in worn lipstick, and I'm going to stamp 2 more in a couple of other distress colors. So I'm going to be using all distress oxides, which stamp out very nicely. So I've stamped out a yellow one with the scattered straw, and I've stamped out a green one with the cracked pistachio. And now I'm going to go ahead and stamp out what's going to be on the paper. So we'll stamp the one, and I'm going to stamp that in black ink. So let's get that as straight on there as possible. And you could put anything you wanted on that little piece of paper, or leave it blank, or handwrite a little message in there. But having the stamps is handy. You don't want my handwriting. So I'm going to use my VersaFine Claire and Nocturne and go ahead and stamp that out. And Our Friendship is my favorite story. And then I'll stamp the rest off camera, and then we'll move on to the next step. Just get that stamp cleaned off here. Alright, so I've got them all stamped out and ready to go. What I want to do is I want to add a little something extra. So I'm going to use the colors that I have, and I'm going to alternate the colors, and I'm going to stamp from the stamp set one of these little hearts. And I want the closed heart, so I want a solid heart. I'll just put it on my little stamp block and hand stamp, hope for the best. Let me go ahead and condition that stamp a little bit. So we're using the scattered straw for this one. I'm just stamping little hearts on each one of them. Then I'll clear that off. And we'll go on to the next one. And how I choose my colors, random. I'm just picking them randomly. So I know I don't want yellow on yellow. So I think I will go with the worn lipstick on this one. Nope, I'm going to go with the cracked pistachio. And these colors, by the way, match perfectly the papers. As you can see, I've got, for reference in front of me, I've got one of the stickers with all the colors that I might use. And then finally we'll do the last one in the worn lipstick. So that each card is different, yet they're the same. So you could have them in a set that you could give away. You could make a little box for them. I love this stamp. I have like an old-fashioned typewriter stamp, but it's so detailed. I like the simplicity of this one because you could do whatever you wanted to it. All right, let's get this stuff put away and move on to our next step. It's funny, I was editing this video and I cut out parts that I didn't mean to cut out, but it's okay. All right, we've got all 3. Now I want to color them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same colors, and I'm going to clean off a brush here because it's like for a green family, and I'm going to start with the cracked pistachio. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to tap it off, and I'm going to lightly fill in the typewriter. So I'm not doing heavy inking on here at all, tapping off each time just to get some added color to it. Kind of going a little bit darker around the edges, keeping it slightly lighter in the middle. And then notice I'm using a small brush. And you don't have to color them. You can leave them plain if you want to. But I want mine colored. There we go. There's the green one. So next we'll do the worn lipstick one. And let's find a good brush, clean it off, make sure I don't have any excess of another shade because I really want this to be monochromatic except for the hearts. We'll just fill this one, and you can see my worn lipstick has a lot more ink in it than my cracked pistachio did. So super easy to fill in. You could color these. These would be fun to color too. be fun to do a no-line watercolor on them or a no-line alcohol marker on them. All kinds of fun stuff. And I'm not worried about the edges because I am going to fussy cut these out. Yes, friends, you heard it right. And let's finally get the scattered straw here. Find a yellow brush. Make sure I don't have any lemony yellow on there. There was a little bit, but it'll be fine. Because the scattered straw is more of a, I don't know, kind of a mustardy or honey, I don't know, a straw color, I guess. So we'll get this filled in. And I'm not worried that the roller is yellow too. It's fine. They're my typewriters. I can have them the way I want them. All right, I'm going to cut these out off camera and I'll be right back. But before I cut them out, I want to add a little bit of embellishment here. So I've got my Posca pen, and all I'm doing is just making little white sort of dot lines, dashes, I guess, in each one of the keys. And those will fade down because the Posca pens, the ink will soak into it, but that's okay. I'm just trying to add a little bit of extra highlight, and it won't be as bright. So you'll see in a moment what happens to it. It starts to fade down, but we'll do all three of these in the same way. Then I will cut them out off camera. So I've cut them out and I've chosen some papers here. And I'm going to trim down my papers, and I'm going to trim them down to 3 3/4 by 5 maybe. So that just basically the typewriter fits on them. Let's see, maybe I can see this measurement. Okay, it's a 6-inch, so I'm cutting off, I don't know. Oh, I was trying to get that straight because it felt like it wasn't straight to me. Yeah, so I'm going actually 4 3/4 by 3 1/2 on these. Thank you, I could see my measurements. I think I went off on that one. Maybe I didn't. Okay, now for more mixed media. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do some ink smushing, and I'm going to do it on the back of a acrylic block. And I'm using the same 3 colors, and the reason I'm doing this way is so that I can control where the colors go. And I'm just adding water and then kind of, you know, spreading it out with my fingers so I don't get any kind of harsh marks. And then between each layer, I will dry. So, because in order for these layers to stack on top of each other with Distress Oxide, they need to be dry. The first layer needs to be dry. So next I'll go in with the cracked pistachio. And it's pretty random where I'm placing it, but I'm trying to place it in the white areas. And it's a random the amount that I'm placing, because for that you don't necessarily have as much control. So I didn't have a ton of cracked pistachio on this one, maybe the next one. And I'm grabbing another acrylic block because I'm lazy and I don't want to clean the one I have because I'm going to do 2 more. So I'll just use 3 different acrylic blocks. And we'll do that one with the scattered straw. So just getting ink down, getting it wet, kind of loosening up the edges with my finger, and then I'm just going to tap that around. And then dry that layer as well. I want a little bit more. There we go. So this is a handy way to get ink smushing that is more controlled. You can lay it down on paper and aim and hope for the best, but when you can see through your acrylic block, it's very helpful. So I want to make sure this is fully dry because I'm going to do some splattering. And what I don't want to happen is I don't want my splatters to spread because the paper is wet. So if you want them to be defined, you definitely want to make sure that everything's dry. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, I think I'm going to splatter this in black, and I'm going to grab some distress paint in black soot. And you can see just off to the side, I've just poured a little bit on here. I'm getting some on my fan brush, and I'm just splattering it down. Need a little bit more. And I'll do that for 3 pieces. Okay? So that's what that ends up looking like. and then I'll do the rest off camera. So I have those ready to go. I have gone ahead and embossed them with a typewriter embossing folder. And then I'm going to take the black mesh and I'm going to cut it into 3 pieces. So this again is where the mixed media comes in. And then I'm going to start to put these cards together. So I've got 3 card bases. I've got my embossed panels. And I'm going to lay down my embossed panel first. And you want to do all these things like this, layer by layer, onto your card base. Otherwise, trying to get anything dimensional down could, impede how it gets stuck, because it impedes where you can rub it. And notice I did let that black paint dry before I started messing with it. So I'm going to take an edge. I'm using the scattered straw here on my typewriter, so I'm going to take the scattered straw and I'm just going to edge around my little panel, just on the very edges, to just, again, pull some of that scattered straw color in there. There we go. Nothing too complicated there, just pulling in color. Let me just clean that off before I move on to the next, because otherwise, you know me, I'll get it everywhere. And then I'm going to go ahead and stick this piece down to the first layer that I put on, to that embossed layer. And what I'm going to use is I'm going to use some of my Fun Foam, because I do want to pop this up. And I do want it fully popped. The paper is thin enough to where you really want to support it if you're going to pop it up. So the Fun Foam works perfectly for that. And this is just some that I get. I think I get it at Michael's in a huge pack. And so it's sticky on one side but not the other. So I'm going to add some liquid glue here and stick this side down to the paper side, and just make sure that everything's trimmed off and nothing's sticking out. And you can see now that that panel has some good support. And then I'll peel the backer off and I'll stick it down. Ideally, you put something heavy on there and wait for it to dry, like a big acrylic block or something, so it doesn't lift, but we're busy here, so we're not going to do that. And then I've got my piece of mesh, and I'm going to lay my mesh down behind my typewriter. I'm going to add glue to my typewriter, add my mesh to my glue, add some more glue. So the typewriter will help hold that mesh down while the glue dries. And decide how I want this to sit. Do I want it straight or do I want it catty corner? And I think we're going to go catty corner. And it's at this point you could put something heavy like an acrylic block on there and just kind of give that a chance to dry. Well, I'm not doing that, friends. I'm just moving right along. So I'll do one on camera, I'll do the other 2 off camera, and I'll show you all in the end. So I'm pulling out these sparkly or glittery black pinstripes that came in the kit. They're so pretty, I just love them. And what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put a strip along either the top, the bottom, or both. And you know what I'm doing over here, friends? I'm looking for something, because that's typical me. Where are my scissors? Oh, you know what I'm looking for? My tweezers. Because I can't pull stripes off without my tweezers. They're like an extension of my hands. Is that something that is a thing for you? I know some people, and I used to be quite dexterous, but now I can't hardly pick anything up at all. If you'd clean up as you go, Tracy, you'd be able to find things. So I didn't find them yet. Oh, there they are, right in front of me. See how that goes? I'm going to peel off one of these stickers, and I'm going to lay it just right across the bottom here, leaving just a little bit of space, and trim it off. These are so pretty. I love them. And that one kind of broke in half as I went, so perfect. So I'll use the other half to get it across the top, and I'm going to do that on both. And I also stuck that little black bow down there because mixed media, right? And I'm going to use one of my glue dots. And I only have big ones, friends, so I kind of try and kind of roll it up so you can't see it. And I'm just going to stick that right here at the corner of this typewriter. And then finally, I'm going to come in with my black stars. I absolutely love, love, love. And these are part of the Love Notes Variety Bundle, which is an add-on to the kit. And I'm just going to put a couple little stars if I can get them to come off my tweezers. There we go. Simple. Very simple. So here are all 3 cards. I hope you like them. I hope you like this video. If you do, go ahead and give us a thumbs up and leave us a comment in the comment section below. We value these comments. And here's the green one. And so they're not perfect, but they're fabulous. And here's the worn lipstick one. So yeah, leave us a thumbs up. Everything you need will be linked in the description box below. Take care, everybody. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.